Let's go. Eight.
Check 59.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And his first look is incomplete. The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now it's Roethlisberger. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The result, a first down as the quick slant gets him 14. To throw here, Roethlisberger. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A very solid gain of 27. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far in the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection?
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Antonio Brown, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 7-0. So look at this. They got the 7-0 lead in the pocket, and they're going to try an onside kick. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. He finds an opening past the 40. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. 75 yards. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Gano the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there, a 22. So our Madden cover guy, Antonio Brown, with a catch. He turned 30 back in July. He's been nagged a little bit by a quad injury, but they think he'll be perfectly fine by game 1.
Yeah, they're not worried about him at all. He understands his body very well. They'll bring him along slowly because the production has been off the charts throughout his career. I just love the way he shows up at camp every year. 2 years ago, comes in a Rolls Royce. How about this year? Helicopter. Cannot wait to see 2019. Private jet? What are you thinking?
Yeah, I was thinking one if by land, two if by sea. Can he navigate a boat through the three rivers? I don't know. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Ben Roethlisberger. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Boswell on now to kick this one away.
Number 18, back deep to return.
This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now
he's got a man complete. And give him a gain of 37.
that's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
On first down, Newton looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. And it's second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Hey, boys, we got 4 down.
On second down, McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a first down and more. And finally taken down at the 15. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Speaking of Christian McCaffrey, Charles, the staff last week was talking about him maybe getting 25 to 30 touches a game this year.
Which would be more than double his workload of last season, where I think he averaged around 12 touches per ball game. But it's a new offensive staff. They know how dynamic he is. Where they really want to make the increase is him running the football. Because last year he caught 80 passes, so that part will take care of itself. But his ability to run inside as well as get him to the perimeter, working so far in the preseason, had, what, a 72-yard touchdown run against Miami. That's looking good. And don't forget, he can also drop back and return the ball in either the kickoff returns or as a punt returner.
Back to the air, Newton on second down. This will be caught at about the 6. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
Yeah, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The Steeler defense proving its mettle here. And now this is third and goal.
Tight right. Great. Alert.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Extra point try good by Gano. And we are tied at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Second and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's third down.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Focus. Get that quarterback at all costs.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a fourth down now. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on fourth down.
Mike's 59.
They're going to try and throw. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds up near midfield at the 49. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth.
Let's go now. Safe. Focus.
Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down.
Exchanges or refunds will be given once a game ticket has been purchased.
Check. Double. Fresno. Time. Block 80. Yeah, it's Mike. No gain on this defense.
Now Roethlisberger. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a second and 14.
Hey, 58 is a Mike. No foul. AB. I got wide.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. Now Ben hit, and he lost the football. It's loose.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Yeah, baby. Boom.
They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on fourth down.
Man, I got you. Let's go. 58, boys.
They'll try and throw for him with Roethlisberger. That's to his running back, complete. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. Well, their first fourth down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any fourth down stop is a big momentum play.
On first down, it's Newton. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
20. Four down. Check.
2nd and 10. Newton again. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Check Mike 34.
From the gun, here's Newton. And incomplete here on third down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on fourth down.
4 down, 4 down. Green. Shift. Gun. Let's go,
They snap it to Newton. And he gets it to punch is complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A fourth down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10.
Woo! Yeah, baby! Here we go. Hey!
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think Cameron Hayward's ability to take on blocks, hold the point of attack, and get upfield serves him very, very well. What a nice play there.
Yeah, he can take on blocks because he's built like a block. Back to throw, Newton. And his throw here's incomplete. Artie Burns, former first-rounder, there to break that one up.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing on third down, Newton. And that is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And Gano's kick is right through. And they take a 17-14 lead. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. It got his man complete. And all the way down to the 35. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 42 yards.
Hey, we got 4 down.
So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right? 4 down. Kings. Bring it.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he gets it down to the 32. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Tackle made by K'Wan Short.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On third down, Roethlisberger goes underneath for Bell. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. 3 first-half touchdown passes now for Ben Roethlisberger. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Boswell on now to kick this one away.
Number 18, the deep
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
34 is the mic. 34 is the mic. Blue Dan.
Now Newton on first down. Well, it's caught on the right side at Smith. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. To throw on second down is Newton. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing third and long.
20. 3 down. 8.
The shotgun snap for Newton. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. So on fourth down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Back deep for the Steelers, Antonio Brown. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Let's go.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Hurry up, let's go.
Right. Strong right. Strong right.
Hey.
Again, it's Bell. And an alley to run. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Well, they were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes it can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
Ask for additional details and information today.
Green. We're going to set. 180.
He's coming. Check him. Check him.
I got you. Gun.
Hey, switch gears. Switch gears. Mike.
Express.
34. Scoop.
On first and 10, Newton. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards, and that'll make it second and short.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On second down, here's Newton. And that's going to be incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. The Panthers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
On 3rd and 1, it seems natural to just turn and hand it to the biggest guy you have in the backfield. But usually, he's not the primary runner. So for the defense, they're often keying on the running back because he's the guy who gets the ball more often, and the fullback is the blocker. When he ends up carrying the football, that's a heck of a tendency breaker, and now you're just trying to jump on his back and hold on.
Come on. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight right. Great. Do some.
4 down. 4 down.
Let's go. Hey. Express. Mike 34.
Here's Newton now on second down. Forced out to his left. And right with it here over the middle. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, well, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They'll run Anderson, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Hey, check Mike 34. Mike 34.
Now Newton on 3rd and goal. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal. Newton to throw. And that is going to be incomplete. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop.
Hurry up, let's go! Tight end left. 4 down. Big.
Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. This is Bell on the dump off. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Let's go! Man left. Jack 16. 4 down. Snickers, you gotta spin. Out. Snickers.
They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. Throw complete there, Rodgers. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
58 is Mike. Go.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And we're back now in Charlotte. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4.
Part of the NFL experience, sports fans. Please join us now.
Let's go, let's go.
For the official team.
Tight end right, tight end right.
Good job, guys.
Watch the edge.
Jack 16. Jack 16.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. This one complete, right side to McDonald. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 36 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield, but when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. 7 yards on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
8.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he stopped immediately there.
Let's go now.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Good job, guys.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue. Roethlisberger now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
8. Monday.
58's the mic, 58.
From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on 1st down. That'll be caught by Rodgers. Oh, and oh no, he lost the football.
Three down. Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go.
Gain of 16 on the play.
Extra point now by Boswell. Boswell good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Boswell on now to kick this one away.
Back deep to return.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives them a new set of downs. Decent start to the drive there. Of course, they need the touchdown, 2-point conversion, and a field goal.
Yeah, those guys are into it. How about the guys on the sidelines? You see the coaches signaling, all the personnel groups up on the sideline ready to go in and out of the game. They've got to condense their time now in order to try and get back into it.
Now Newton. And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, a 22.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
20.
Single. I got a single on the slot.
20.
I got got you, 88.
Look at set. 180.
Looking to throw on second down. Newton. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there. 26 yards. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown. Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion.
Tight end to the right. Move.
Look at set. 180. Green. Expand.
They're going to try and run. And he will get into the end zone as a two-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the fourth.
Carolina is lined up.
Gano out to kick this one away.
Ready to return.
The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Three down.
Number 19, there for reception. No gain on the play.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this.
All right, let's
Had
go
the
get it now,
completed
right?
pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
58's the mic. 58's the mic.
Snickers. 66.
Let's get in there.
On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
Let's go.
I'm coming after you.
Kings.
Check four.
Good job, guys.
58, boys. 58 is Mike.
Roethlisberger going to throw it. A screen to Bell. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. The Panthers are going to take another timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13.
Watch run. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Double.
50.
AB.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Hey.
Man, that's trash.
Double.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Over the middle, it's caught by Rodgers. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Hey, check.
Good job, guys.
Check 24.
Jack 16. Show that bench release and go.
Roethlisberger to throw. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Roethlisberger coming up with a 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far.
Hey, we got 4. We got 5.
And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation.
Double tight. Even. 4 down. Even. Sack!
Roethlisberger dropping to a knee, and that ought to do it. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because
Exhibition. Exhibition. Hello again, everybody. It is the coach.
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Atlanta Falcons and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And a good job here by the Falcons, their hands team, able to recover it. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. Now a play fake here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. T.J. Watt coming hard from that linebacker spot. He drops him for a loss of 11. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted. We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. And now the third down throw incomplete as well. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. On the crossing route, complete. It's Brown. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Goes underneath for Bell. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Call it a gain of 3. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Here's Roethlisberger. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Roethlisberger hooking up with Brown to get the Steelers a first. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Mike's 5'9", Mike's 5'9".
To throw again is Roethlisberger. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Bud Dupree leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. This Pittsburgh defense always keeping the offensive line on their toes, or I guess on their heels and back.
They are certainly back pressure, aren't they? At 56 sacks as a unit in 2017, which led the NFL. They certainly live up to their nickname, which is Blitzburg.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And now a shot taken on third down. But it's going to wind up incomplete. On fourth down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. Back deep, Antonio Brown. Now Brown. It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48 and a return of 8. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Now Roethlisberger. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Big. Mike, check. 59.
On third down, Roethlisberger. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They get 7 there, but it brings up fourth. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. Now this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room?
Yeah.
Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
Freeman again. Gave a glimpse of his quick feet, but not a whole lot of space down at the 30. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
It's caught. Jones. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. First catch so far for Julio. He's got a first down. And that's the connection, Ryan to Jones, that this defense obviously has to key in on.
It certainly feels like they got the party started with that one, doesn't it? And when those two get in sync, it just scares the heck out of defenses because he can hit Julio Jones in a short zone, and he can take it the whole way. Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Back to the ground, this time to Freeman. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. From the gun on third down, Ryan. And he's got it. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Austin Hooper, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. That time, a 6-play drive. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. Here's Bosher to kick it away.
Is lined up for the kickoff. Number 19, back to return.
Fielded about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a fourth quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go around.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here, where people are studying the number of possessions, how many times.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's Desmond Trufant. And his guys will take over at the 25.
This is Madden 19.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Atlanta Falcons and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Key to tight end, key to tight end. 4 down, 4 down.
Right,
Check down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Now Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And now a long one for Matt Bryant. He's hit from 62 in his career, but that was all the way back in 2006. This will be from 56 yards out. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
So the missed 56-yarder, and now the flip side. Good starting field position at the 46 near midfield.
Set! White 80. Snickers. 66.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete.
Illegal touching. Offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Snickers. 66. Watch right. Watch right. Watch right. Watch right. Set. Snickers. 180. 66. Corner. Mike is 59. Mike.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Rodgers.
Here we go.
And he's brought down. Well, they go with a slant that time, 15 yards and a first down. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a second and long.
8.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Over the middle, complete. That's Rodgers. And he gets it down to the 32. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. 3rd and 2, now Roethlisberger. And he's got Rodgers. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
59.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Rodgers. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of 6 there on first.
6 on the play.
Big.
59's Mike. 59's Mike. Check.
Ben to throw again. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. And even 50 receiving yards for him now in this first quarter alone, and also a first down.
Double bump. AB. Check 59, Mike.
Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. This is Bell on the dump-off. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Mike's 5'9", Mike's 5'9".
Show that bench release and go.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
And we go 37.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A great play there from 3 yards out, and the Steelers have taken a first quarter lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
Yeah, the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. So out come the Falcons now. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him. I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double-team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative. Well, you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the rim.
And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Bud Dupree in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it a 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Corner.
On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Mike, check, 59.
Roethlisberger now to throw on 3rd down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
Focus. Big.
Here we go on 4th down with Roethlisberger. Over the middle, it's caught by Rodgers. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's brought down. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
He wasn't ready. Hurry up, let's go.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half.
Mike's 5'9", Mike's 5'9".
Again, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Blitz.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. Wide open receiver complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
Kings.
On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. On the return, here's Justin Hardy. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Bud Dupree in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
On 3rd down, it's Coleman. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Matt Bosher now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. And now out come the Steelers. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there That can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Mike, 59's Mike. Check.
Kings.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Set. Black 20.
Here's Roethlisberger. And it's knocked away and incomplete. It was Desmond Trufant right there, step for step in coverage. Well, we progressed through the preseason, so let's prognosticate about the regular season. NFC.
Can we overanalyze a
Yeah, I
little
want to overanalyze, too. NFC, the four divisions, who do you have winning them?
Let's start in the East. The Philadelphia Eagles won the Super Bowl.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
The result of the play is a first down.
To throw again is Roethlisberger. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster.
Let's go.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And Boswell's kick is good. So we reach half. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Here's Bosher to kick it away.
Atlanta will kick this one off. Number 19, the deep return.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you bet you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Call it a gain of 5, and that's going to lead to a third down. To throw here, Roethlisberger. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Corner.
59's Mike. 59's
Roethlisberger will throw.
Rip right.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And that'll bring up second down. Well, hey, switching gears for a second. Halfway through the preseason, any big takeaways that you've seen so far, Charles?
Just a few come to mind. Number one, the roster of 90 that stays that way throughout preseason, I think is a boon for every team because you can practice a little bit better, get a few more things done because you have more bodies, and those guys get to get on tape for 4 preseason games, so I think that's really good. The other part is normal execution, struggle a little bit. Early in the season, guys trying to get it back together. And last but not least, the practice of coming together with another team, 2 joint practices before a preseason game, becoming more and more widespread, and you're getting a lot of really good competition and practice with the best versus the best from each team.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here's Roethlisberger. And some room to roam now. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on the
Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. The 20. Got a man. It's Brown. And he takes it down deep into Atlanta territory. A gain of 32 that time. From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on 1st down. Flush to his right. And it's caught. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Illegal forward pass. Offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. His throw caught right around the 6. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Boswell on now to kick this one away.
14, back to return.
Now Hardy on the return. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Pretty heavy traffic over the middle on that one, and somehow he emerged with the football. To possess it despite all the extra contact and people around him.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
All right, here we go.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 3rd down. Ben to throw again. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Me and you. It's just me and you.
Let's go, let's go.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Over the middle here to Brown. A good pickup there, 26 yards. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now.
Snickers.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wait.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Tech McKinley. In there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the fourth, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
2nd and 10 now. Ryan, throw right side, caught by Ridley. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talks about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it's a 2nd down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Again, Ryan. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Now Ryan leading the Falcons up to go for 2.
Check, tight right. Solo out there, check the outs out there.
Throwing again, Ryan. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Crash.
Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner, and just think about how good that feels because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home, all right? And sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. Now it's Roethlisberger, and his throw here is going to be incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Roethlisberger going to throw it under pressure and down at the 36. So the sack and now a 3rd and Ben Roethlisberger. And this is good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
Well, partner, so much for the mismatch. How about the guy at the 2nd level, that big linebacker, able to run with the receiver and make a play on the football?
4th down. Here's Roethlisberger. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. A 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, and now it's 1st and 10. Now it's Roethlisberger. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And a big turnover there as his guys will get. The football back.
We can't be stopped.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Here's Ryan to throw. And he will find Ridley on the left side. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Ryan will throw again. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. On 3rd and 1, Ryan. And that is incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's complete. Hooper. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Ryan in the offense with a 1st and 10, and he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive.
We got three down.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Throwing left side, it's complete.
That's it, baby.
And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Ryan now 14 out of 17, 82%, and it's 1st and 10.
Back 25.
On 1st down, Ryan. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf.